Hello and welcome and welcome and hello and hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me on my inaugural scheduled live stream. I was working through technical difficulties due to lack of intelligence. Thank goodness for Princess J and Not a Lurker, who are able to help me tie my shoes and get the technical end of this live stream just ironed out. That's why things go oh so smooth. At the advice of J Money, hey, sweetheart. At the advice of J Money, I am going to stall a little bit for time before I get into my brilliant content. So I want to dedicate this video to the grinders, the pikers, the hustlers, the Uber drivers, people delivering Uber Eats on electric scooters, just the hardworking people who watch this channel. I don't care if you're white collar, blue collar, I don't care what color your collar is, as long as you want an honest chance in this market. Guys, the only way you can cut through all of the mechanics and all the BS they do, a chart of SOFI over 6 months or a year, 3 months or whatever, it looks like the Swiss Alps because there are so many very sharp peaks and valleys, and that extreme volatility is nothing more than a tool created by market makers to part impatient, stupid retail investors. And I use the term investors very loosely because the way some of you turds are trading in and out, you're not investors, you're not even swing traders, you're just panic traders, you're just Karen traders, you're emotional traders. Maybe you bought a course from Stock Karen. You should ask for your money back because you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm seeing all the comments like, what's happening? Why is this happening? Oh my God. Well, the answer is they're pushing it down with high frequency trading. They set the bid and the ask. And if they're going to roll through, 130 million shares, what good is an order of 100 shares from Ma and Pa Kettle? I mean, it's not going to do a goddamn thing. Anyway, I guess I didn't take enough of a break there, but I want to get into the show and just talk about the SOFI stock. Guys, you are watching Un Poco Mas, now on StreamYard. For your viewing pleasure. Guys, it's a good thing I'm investing my hard-earned dollars. Not a Lurker, J Money, investing his hard-fought time to bring up the production values on this show, guys. I spent a ton of money on this faux silk SOFI bowling shirt, as well as on this SOFI Hawaii Bowl hat. So, we expect a lot of increase in the production values here, but okie dokie. Let me see if I can once again remember how to share my screen. Let's see here. So we are going to go here, and we are going to go here, and we are going to go here and here. Sorry guys, I had to work through that with you because I am very new. This is only my second broadcast on StreamYard. But guys, another very interesting, if uneventful, day with the SOFI stock. Okay, first of all, you've got, nothing to see here. Just 131 million shares traded. Trading range going from 705 to 762. Yahoo says the stock opened at 807, but that doesn't really make any sense. Why so many shares traded? Again, guys, look at the volume indicators on the bottom of this thing. It's not even a shallow bowl. It's a goddamn ice rink. It's absolutely flat. And then just like yesterday, with 10 minutes left in the trading day, you have this massive candle. Yesterday it was 60 million shares. Today it's 30 million shares. And the share price doesn't even move at all when that candle hits. So there is some hijinks afoot, I think, like we have not seen in even a long time, even with the SOFI stock, even with the trading stock. And people are asking me, like, Danny Deals, why do they keep shorting it? Do they see something we don't see? Is there some fundamental reason the stock is going to fall apart? And the short answer, guys, is no. I mean, at one point a couple years ago when they canceled student loans and Noto was trying to do this whole pivot, I think what these guys didn't realize is Noto had this all planned way before the COVID pandemic happened. He had it planned right as he took the job at SoFi. So this wasn't some panic move from Noto. Noto doesn't do anything in panic. The guy doesn't panic. The guy has ice water in his veins and a genius level intellect and a killer instinct and great salt and pepper hair and a beautifully botoxed, tanned demeanor. You're not going to go after this guy. And then Chris LaPointe, the Robin to his Batman, is just like, he's like the Dexter next door. The guy's a killer. He's just totally unassuming. You don't see him coming. In the drag racing world, we call Chris LaPointe a sleeper. Because you don't see the guy coming, and then he leaves with your car and your girlfriend. That's the kind of thing CLP3 is coming at you with. He's just very unassuming, but I really like the guy in our CFO role. Let's take a look at the chart. Basically, I think SOFI is about to regain the 50-day moving average and move back up into the channel. Why do I think that? Basically, it's the fact that we found support here at this level at, right around $7.40. Why is this critical? Well, if you look at it, not only is it the low here, it's close to the low here, it's close to the low, exactly the low right here, becomes a high back here in November. But if you go back even further than that, it becomes, I'm talking way, way back. This level has been key since this stock broke down almost 2 years ago. Well, in fact, it has been 2 years ago that the stock really broke down. So this level was, resistance-ish. This level has been support-ish more recently, but there's no fundamental reason for the stock to fall apart. And that's why, as many of you said, Uncle Bruce has been blowing up the last couple days, because when you talk about stock market information in plain English, the guy's explanation was just uncanny in that it was very, very technical. It took a somewhat complicated subject and just made it extremely simple for the layperson to understand. Once again, would be remiss if every single minute on the minute I did not say thank you to Princess J for encouraging me to start this channel. I know it's certainly not the best channel on the internet or the interwebs, but it is one of the very first bilingual stock programs where we bring you just a little bit more. And in fact, I have designed the only course that is exclusively designed for portly gentlemen who like to trade in and out of the market like hamsters on crack. Sell the dip and smell the rip is our motto. I charge you guys $16,543 US American for my course. But it's not just stocks, guys. It's not just stocks for the plus-size gentleman. It's an overall life plan. I cover bowling shirts. I cover comfortable footwear. I cover how to wear cargo shorts to a formal event. Okay, guys, this is stuff you're not going to get on any other channel, and I think it's well worth the $16,543 or whatever the hell I said. Guys, I do not want to look at myself on this camera, but I think this is the only way I can see the chat. Oh, that's horrible. Anyway, guys, I could do it over on StreamYard, but can I pop this thing out? Oh my god, I can pop it out. Let's see, guys, so I can move this, I could just pop up the whole chat and answer you idiots. Why not? But I don't think I'm streaming this anymore. God, I don't know how this thing works. Anyway, guys, that's horrible, but let me, I guess, just put it over on StreamYard and give you this horrible 3D thing. So I just do want to say welcome and hello. I don't want to be rude, guys, and welcome and hello and welcome. It's Un Poco Mas. I know this show's a little bit incoherent, but I'm just trying to learn this new software and basically get in on a little of this SOFI shine, because whether a stock is shooting up or whether a stock is falling down through the depths of hell, any extreme volatility and extreme volume is going to get headlines. So all the U-turders who blather on about SOFI like a bunch of dimwits, a bunch of Jimmy Chitwood-looking Midwest motherfuckers from the Oh, God, I'm sorry. My apologies. If Celeste is watching, I was not going to use any more profanity. I was really going to do my best because I don't think it enhances my program. Okay? I can express myself without four-letter words because I should be a grown-up, and I often consider myself a bit of an intellectual, though it's completely erroneous. But Anyway, StreamYard, first commenter. So none of you can claim to be first because StreamYard is always first. Giving you guys this little backstage access pass to this stupid software because I can't figure out how to use my dual monitor. Maybe if any of you are technical, you can tell me why I won't OBS do a live broadcast with a dual monitor from a laptop. They give me some explanation. It's how the video card works. It won't send two signals through the bus or something, Rust for bus. But anyway, guys, I want to dedicate this broadcast to all the shoe shine boys, the truck stop all-stars, the short bus drivers, the grinders, the pikers, the people who just wash shares, lose tons and tons of money every year, and have to explain to your wife why your lifestyle's not getting any better even though you're making a good salary. And you don't want to tell her you're just losing money trading in and out of the market, but you are. We're here to help, guys. Stop it. Stop trading like hamsters on crack. Look at what you're doing. Don't succumb to fear and emotion and panic. What's wrong with SoFi? What are you missing? Nothing. The only thing a lot of you idiots don't understand is these market makers don't care if SoFi is a good company or a bad company. They're going to do what they're going to do until institutions come in. It's like Jack Nicholson said in the Hoffman movie. He's like, I'm going to do what I got to do to get the union back. It's like he's not going to stop, even if he ends up buried in a bunch of concrete under the Jets stadium. So, guys, it is what it is. Let me say hello and welcome to Lorraine. I'm just JR. Who's this not a lurker guy? Why does he have a wrench? He's our moderator, J Money, not a lurker. He's not a truck stop bullster. He's not a shoe shine boy. He's not a piker. He's not a low level pink sheet trader. He's just an investor like the rest of us. But he has the authority to absolutely smash you over the head with a wrench if you get out of line. It's kind of the way it is. No problem, JR. I hate you even more now. Thank you. Want to see if you get an alert when the show starts. Yeah, nobody's getting alerts, and I don't really care. I prefer you guys don't watch. You go watch something else. This show is terrible. JR rolling increased rights. You guys are the options all-stars. I'm going to take Alberto Berti Alvarez's options course, because the guy seems to be very, very on top of things. I think you guys all learned from Uncle Bruce, but you're just way better at picking stocks and timing stocks than he might be sometimes. Just because you know everything about everything doesn't mean, you can necessarily time everything. So I guess the alert came through. Oh, sorry, guys. My head cut off. I don't know what's going on. There's. You want to see my big dome? You want evidence of my receding hairline? Are you happy, not a lurker? Like I need a reminder. My back hurts when I get up. I get up and check the pre-market. I'm like, oh! I don't know if I could stretch my back or run to the bathroom to pee. Now not a lurker's pointing out my receding hairline. What is this, pick on Danny Deals Wednesday? Hump to hump? Who am I, Digital Underground? Okay, I hope you guys can see my giant head. What a thrill. Okay, flesh infection is here. Yes, I just rolled out of bed, flesh infection. I bought back my 8 cash secured puts due to the deal this Friday. Alberto Berti Alvarez. Seriously, dude, you should do alerts. Like, you seem pretty on top of it. You're probably better than like 90% of you turders who are selling shit to people. Looking at lurking. Where I'm lurking on my own channel too. Who's doing the Photoshop work for the channel? No, that's me, JR. I do. I used to be a wedding photographer and used to do a lot of Photoshop work. I haven't done any in like 15 years, but as it turns out, you don't really forget that stuff. It came right back to me. I know it's not that good, but I do it fairly quickly. But I actually do expert level Photoshop. And guys, I'm not even a CPA. I'm not a CPA, and I'm not going to do your taxes, and I'm not going to do Photoshop for you, and I'm not going to do anything else for you, because I don't want to sell you any bullshit. I just want to talk to you about the SoFi stock. But I'm not really talking about SoFi stock. I'm trying to say welcome and hello. You guys make so many comments between Not a Lurker and just JR. I can't even get to anybody else. Tone it down, fuckos. Sorry, Celeste. Send in the clowns. Very fitting. Thank you. Now's the time to like and subscribe. Ah! How'd you slip that by me, Parker Ivy? Parker Ivy can't lose. Do not like or sub this channel, guys. It's a complete fugazi. I do not say anything useful. If you want to hear me tell bad jokes, come see me at the Romper Room. I'm on an open mic Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m. after I clean the restrooms. You freaking turds. Pried that out of me, Parker. I'll never forgive you. I'm going to dye my white poodle SoFi blue. I love it. I don't think Princess J is going to let me dye Cutes blue. But might be negotiated if I actually take her on a decent vacation one of these centuries. We'll have to see. Really just JR. Okay, wife has a nice dinner prepared. Okay, go lurk, JR. We're sick of hearing from you anyway. Get the hell out of here. Go kiss your wife. It's probably got a lot better kisser on her than this one. I hope so. Sweetheart. Damn, notification came hella late. Danny Dimes is here. Danny Dimes. Bringing the heat, buying some SoFi. I hope Matt Flo is here. Hello, Matt Flo. Good to see you. Not a lurker. We all know is here. Patman. No, I'm not the same guy as Not a Lurker. I'm Danny Deals. I'm also Hurricane Lopez. I'm also Stock Karen. I'm also the Fat Tennis Ninja. They also call me the Big Strong Bully. They call me the Sausage and Pepper Taco. They have been known to call me the Meatloaf Salad. Basically anything like that. I once ate a hot dog eating contest against that Japanese guy. And the interesting thing was, I just had dinner before the contest. So I was only able to take down 82 dogs in the 15 allotted minutes. I was a bit disappointed, but I did bring the trophy home from both Japan and Joey Chestnut. My godfather, Joey Chestnut, one of the greatest hot dog eaters of all time. I don't know, who's you guys' favorite competitive... I find competitive eating so strange. I remember that when that was on like ESPN for a while. Like, I think my favorite guy... I just like the nicknames. Eric Badlands Booker. Things like that. Anyway, guys... Yeah, I'm throwing them up, Not a Lurker. I don't have any other way to do it right now. I need to get my dual monitors working. I need to get Klaus. I need to get CM Ching Engineering. I need to get somebody in here with a couple of right brain cells that they can rub together. I know this isn't ideal, guys, but I'm going to read the comments for like 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to go back to the content so you won't see this mess up on your screen. But guys, it is what it is. I don't care if you watch. I don't care if you subscribe. I don't care if you jump out a fucking window. Okay, I'm not selling you anything. If you don't like this stupid, Matrix picture-in-picture thing, go watch Martha Stewart talk to Snoop Dogg about marijuana and towels at Target. Okay, go watch some bullshit that the mainstream media wants to serve you. I don't give a what. Pat Mantel's really isn't down to wear it outside. Kind of disappointed. Dude, if you're talking about my SoFi shirt, I'll wear this thing to church, man. I rep SoFi every single place I go. I've got like 1,000 people to sign up for SoFi. I'm not even kidding you. I harass strangers, senior citizens, nuns. I corner a trusted member of the clergy and I force him to join SoFi. Just to atone for my sins. And they're happy to do it because they get a great deal, a high interest rate. And I am told the man upstairs approves. And no, I'm not talking about Anthony Noto, my biological father. Uncle Bruce will set Tanner straight. Uncle Bruce, I heard a disturbing story actually that once Uncle Bruce was in Winnipeg and he and Tanner were in a nasty bar fight. Uncle Bruce broke a bottle of Molson. Tanner pulled out a blade, and before things could get out of hand, the Mounties arrived. Sprayed everybody down with some cold water, and everything ended happily, and they're good friends to this day. But it goes to show you how intense these U-turd rivalries can get. Very, very serious. But anyway, no, I love Tanner. Very much enjoy all his programming. I try to watch as much as I can. And then Uncle Bruce, I'm just becoming a fan of now. But yeah, really, really like both those guys. So I hope they've been able to put that past bloody bar fight behind them and just put their differences aside and move on as a couple of SoFi bulls. And I believe they're both Canadian, as is everyone who likes SoFi. I think I'm the only non-Canadian U-turder covering the SoFi stock. Excuse me, with all due respect to the OG, the stock goat, Kyle, who is still and always will be my favorite U-turder. Kind of the reason why I started this channel is like I really liked his channel, and I was like, this guy just talking plain English about why he likes the stocks, just a normal guy. If he can do it, I can do it. And then Princess J encouraged me more, so go for it. Like you're kind of a you're portly, you're not you're not the best looking, you're not the smartest guy in the world, you don't have a lot of natural ability, but if you work at it and you get a good guy, good Baba Booey type character, a Jeremy Rochelle in the form of Not a Lurker, you might be able to get a couple subscribers and make no money and just waste a ton of time. I was like, that sounds great, sweetie. Give us more. I don't want to give you any more, Ramon Zamundio. I gave you un poco más. That's all I've got. I'm leaving it all on the court for you. I'm 6 beers in. Love the shirt. Thanks, Brew Tank Outdoors. Let's play a drinking game. For every SoFi logo on my shirt, Brew Tank Outdoors is going to drink a whole beer. And if I know you assholes, it's probably a Canadian beer. Again, apologies, Celeste. I have only used 3 profanities this whole show so far. And every time I have caught myself and I have made the appropriate apology to Celeste. We know she's 5 years old and she does not need to hear a fat guy cursing. This isn't. She's like, Dad, I'm not at a bowling alley. Why is this fat guy in a bowling shirt cursing at me? What's he gonna smoke a cigar next? Try to order some nachos? He's like, no, honey, that's Danny Deals. That's a guy I get stock tips from. Like, Dad, you're a fucking idiot. Guys, I'm not. This is just a bit. I know it's not. Celeste is not cursing at her dad. She's a very respectable young lady. As I'm sure Mrs. Mark R is as well. Alberto Birdie, Beach, you ever sleep? No, Beach Boy does not sleep. Beach Boy trades options and travels the world to exotic destinations. It's extremely high volume, JS. Brew Tank knows it. He is in the know with the flow and with the go-go. John Malone is here. Good evening, John Malone. I just started like 4 hours ago drinking. So Danny Dimes has only been drinking for 4 hours, folks. This is probably his most coherent state. He's like 16 cocktails in, just getting a nice little buzz going for the evening. You know, ready to wax poetic, talk a little bit of philosophy, maybe play a little guitar, have a little bit of a jam session. I envisioned something like the I Love You Man, like the Paul Rudd character and that big, tall, lurchy-looking guy who's always playing the piano for... I can't remember what the fuck his name is. He's like a younger Brad Garrett, like, Raymond, Ma, Raymond. I can sum up every episode of something about Raymond in like 10 seconds because there's no goddamn jokes on the show. It's all based on like people's voice, like, Ma, Raymond. He's like, Madre, like, Ma. It's like, stop whining. Stop moping. You always sound like you're moping, Ray Romano. You're always, Ma. You're always mopey. Mopey dick. Anyway, accumulation, sup, Flint Creek, John Malone, hey, institutions the one shorting while others side buys. Yes, Flint Creek, I'm trying to get your package from my manager. She has been out of the office. It's really pissing me off, but I'm going to get it. She's right next door, and I can't reach it. I want to break the window and get that soap, but we'll really appreciate it nonetheless. So Catalyst helps shorts cause fear. Of course, they would have taken any news, any PR, Matt Flo. It didn't have to be this. This is good news. This is good news. They're taking 12.5% dividend on preferred shares, and they're kicking it down to 1.25%. Bottom line, even if there's some dilution years down the road, and this cap thing that they, again, listen to Uncle Bruce. I listened to his explanation like repeatedly, and now I finally understand. I understand way better now about the Uber deal. I'll be the first to admit I didn't really understand the deal that Uber made, and now why is the stock going up, and why wasn't it a bad thing? And now with Uncle Bruce's explanation, I understand it crystal clear. It's absolutely clear. It's a revelation. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello and welcome everybody who's here. Bobby Joe, Beach Boy, Alberto Bertie Aviles, RK, Danny Dimes, Drek, Flesh Infection, Swidley Scott, BZ. Guys, go in after the video, and if you want me to actually try to answer something, I know my information is not particularly valuable or coherent, but I just can't follow all these comments right now until I get my dual monitor set up. And by the way, if any of you offer free expert tech support in the Los Angeles area and just want to come by and just say work, I don't know, 60 or 70 hours a week for free as an intern, I would prefer a PhD level degree in, say, computer science or coding, but maybe you just have rich parents. Maybe you have a trust fund and you're highly educated in the technical dark arts. We'd love to have you on Team Un Poco Mas. Could have had free lettuce wrap tacos tonight, but nope, you're sitting at home watching reruns of Something About Raymond like an asshole. Okay. Yeah, not a lurker can hear you laughing. That's funny. Danny Dimes, guys, Princess Jay can do whatever she wants. That's just the way it is. It's her world. I'm just living in it. She's the best. I'm the worst. No, I'm okay, but she's the best. Would you believe I never stepped foot in BBB or Lush? That's really, yeah, that's good for you. We had some Lush. I don't know. I don't like those black recycled things. They don't close right. You don't know what the fuck's in them. The label washes off. It's like, are you really helping the environment with those things? I don't think so. I don't think so, because people aren't reusing them. They're all taking them back to the store. They're holding on to them, putting like man bun ties in them and different stuff. They might be repurposing them, but they're not recycling them, which is not the highest and best use. It almost makes me cry. Right after this broadcast, I'm going to go outside and hug my lemon tree just to make up for it. I'm going to buy a few carbon credits. Buy a few carbon credits from Al Gore. I killed Man Bear Pig. I'm ethereal. Nobody takes me ethereal, but I'm super ethereal. Man Bear Pig is real. That's the type of thing you hear from the Chia Pet. Guys, I should get on to some actual content, for the love of God. I didn't really have anything to talk about anyway. I don't know why you guys are watching this steaming pile of horse shit. But anyway, guys, people think this is funny. I'm not sure why. Me stuttering, futtering, and duttering. I kind of got to look at the uptrend you see here, guys, and then look at these candles. Does this make any sense? Does it make any sense? It's going to recover quickly. They can't hold this. The overall trend punctuated by these insane peaks and valleys. Some guy was on my comments telling me he sold everything at one price, and he, it's like, he's calling the tops, and I don't doubt, I've done that sometimes, but not all the time. I mean, if you try to do that a lot, you're wrong a lot. But just the amount of peaks and valleys in this stock, and okay, you said if it's a Nikola or something where you think it's going to go bankrupt, the founder's going to prison, they have, they're worried about as a going concern, all these types of things. Guys, this stock's revenue is growing like a staircase at like the steadiest pace you could possibly imagine. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this right here on the annual. Look at this growth here, guys. I mean, 2000, we're selling 565 million, 977, 1.52, 2.07. I expect at least 2.7 billion in sales this year. So you have, a guy like the Chia Pet who comes out with his word salad of a quote instead of, aggressively deploying capital. They're becoming defensive company. It's like, these are all the things he was telling them to do his last note earlier on in 2023. But, Noto puts in, prudent risk management decisions. He's basically being proactive. He hedges everything. Noto's got more brain cells in his left testicle than, the Chia Pet has in his entire fucking head. And I'll stake my reputation as a gentleman on that. What reputation as a gentleman? I heard that. I heard you guys thinking that. I resemble that remark, and I will not accept these types of denigrations. Guys, I have notes written. Isn't this ironic, don't you think, that I wrote my... that I wrote my notes for today's show on the back of a offer from Citibank. This envelope, these notes are completely incoherent, and I can't read any of them. Guys, what would you turds guess the short interest is at right now? I'm just going to throw out a turdstimate, which is just like an estimate, but smells a little bit worse. I think the short interest right now is about 20.5% of the free float. They have 17.5. I don't think so. I don't think so. And I also don't think they returned 6 million shares today. Watch these. Look at these inverse graphs from yesterday and today. Right when this shoots up 7 million, this shoots down 6. At least buy me dinner before you bend me over, knock the share price down, 20% in 2 days. You scumbags. You drive the shiv right into my fucking kidney. You don't even have a passion for this. You're shorting with other people's money. You're laughing all the way to the bank. You're buying Armani suits and doing tons of Peruvian wham wham with the bridge and tunnel girls. Anyway, I don't know what people do. I just learned everything I know about Wall Street from mostly Boiler Room, Margin Call, both. Sorry, my voice is cracking. I'm just finally going through puberty. It's very, very exciting. Both, what was that? Money Never Sleeps, the Michael Douglas. I don't know why I'm blanking, but the Charlie Sheen one is great. And actually, Shiloh LaBeouf is a much better actor than people give him credit for. I would say Shiloh LaBeouf is about 600 times a better actor than Ben Affleck. And I don't have my calculator, my abacus, or my slide rule with me. But, I mean, Ben Affleck, I mean, he's a very handsome man. He's got a giant forehead. He has a couple extra chromosomes, but that guy can't act his way out of a fucking paper bag. And then you got a kid like Shia LaBeouf who's violent with emotional problems, and he's making these indie films. I got to track down on Netflix. What am I, a goddamn bloodhound? What am I, a skip tracer? Who am I, Dog the Bounty Hunter? Where my weird brother is jerking off in a Walmart parking lot, getting arrested while he's staking somebody out? What's going on with Youngblood these days, guys? What the fuck is going on with Dog the Bounty Hunter? Why does he have those leather things tied around his arms? There's like, he says like a bolo tie from Texas, and he just ties it around his bicep. Cuts off his circulation. He wears those Oakleys, and he's so leathery. And then everyone he arrests, he gives them a cigarette. He's like, oh, you had a lot of problems, eh? Like, give him a cigarette, Youngblood. It's like, you're not helping the fucking guy. That's not helpful. Give him a life lesson that does not involve, giving him a cigarette. Kind of some type of horrible, incurable disease. You're not helping anybody. Anyway, no. I think Dog, he was like complicit in some like murder in Colorado or some very, very strange stories. Very strange bullshit going on. A lot of those people, those reality shows, it is so shady. They're just very shady people with serious mental problems. But anyway, that's the same with U-Turders. I digress, guys. Taking a look at the short interest, my apologies. Going off on a Dog the Bounty Hunter rant. Not sure where that was going. But guys, as I noted yesterday, the aggregate short volume ratio 74%. Today, 76%. Somewhat lower volume. So the aggregate total volume yesterday, 81. And people are explaining to me that this is because of how the market works, that the short, there you'll see shorts because of how the orders flow through. And I understand that, but that's every day. So this ratio still implies more shorting, at least in my mind. And when I match it up with the numbers that come out every 2 weeks, show enough. I think the short interest right now is over 20%. I mean, I firmly believe that. It's just, I'm looking at the price action. I'm like, how are we getting here? I have a fairly good understanding of what's going to make retail dump. And this senior secured note, listen, guys, all the weak hands, the real weak hands, granted, there's some swing turders, and swing turders are like the definition of weak hands because they, 2 or 3 weeks is like, forever to them. It's like they just basically give up so easily that, let's put it this way. Market makers love swing turders because they basically have a predefined time horizon. They're impatient. They're stupid. They rely on IBD for all their, hey guys, do we want to subscribe to MarketSmith? They give me actionable ideas. Tesla's nearing a buy zone. It's down near my crotch. Like, what are these tips? Stop enabling swing turders. Stop encouraging them. Encourage people to invest. Yeah, I'm not opposed to trading options and, swing trading some shares when the stock jumps up 20%. Or goes down 30% for no apparent reason. I'm not opposed to taking advantage of the volatility. But just having your overall investment strategy being trading in and out of these stocks constantly, I know some of you can do it. I know some of you are far more intelligent than myself, and I know some of you make money. But guys, the move is to buy low, buy these dips, and hold. If returners could put pressure on these fucking shorts on Friday, I wish it was legal to coordinate things because I get on that dumb money thing, like that bad kitty guy, the whole AMC deal. And, because collectively we could absolutely curb stomp these shorts into oblivion. But the problem is, so many of you guys with money are just weak-handed imbeciles. I see people trading out. Like, who's getting stopped out? Why would you put a stop loss on this if you know the chart? Like, it pops up, you're going to buy in at 9, put a stop loss at 8. I mean, you're just pigeons. You're just donkeys. You're sick. You're enabling all of this, buying your calls and not knowing when to sell them, just holding them till Thursday like a pathetic asshole that you are. God, I hate you guys. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So on another note, let's take a look at any institutional buying that might have been happening recently. I don't think there's going to be anything new because these filings pretty much petered out after the filing deadline. You got Vima LLC, selling 300 shares or something. Tucker Asset Management sold all their shares. I don't know. They had 20, so they had 10,000 shares or something. Goldman sucks again with this little straddle strangle tight bullshit. So nothing really there new today, guys. Let's take a look at the options flow and just see what's going on. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Hey now. Boy. Okay, so something, something really like, these options flows are funny because they come through in blocks, but yeah, it looks like everything coming through later was very bullish. So it's hard to say. I'm not an expert in analyzing these options flows, guys, but let's just take a look here as well. This is a little bit easier to graphically get a representation on. So 27 orders on Wednesday, $4 million, positive order value at 80%. Of course, Tuesday was the exact opposite, 69 orders totaling 8 million. So heavier options volume, positive order value 38%. So big swing, and this is what happens, guys. They're going to force returners into these options, pump the stock on Wednesday. By Thursday, these calls are going to fall apart and be absolutely worthless. Of course, that's what happens a lot. I don't even know what max pain is right now, guys. It was sitting at 850. I'm sure it's much lower than that right now. Anything interesting coming on? Okay, yeah, this guy's really smart. Dair Senzibayev. I don't really know how to say that name, but he's like, the market is wrong about convertible notes offering. So Uncle Bruce, Tanner, Tom, Dicks, and Harry's, a bunch of jamokes, jabronis, that guy, a couple of swinging dicks have already come through and rehash this thing 8 ways through Sunday all over YouTurd and different articles. But let's take a look at what this guy with the imperceptible, unpronounceable name has to say. SOFI Technology stock demonstrated, I like that phraseology. SOFI stock demonstrated a 15% plunge in 1 day after news regarding convertible note offering. Looks like the market overreacted since the deals aim to improve debt structure of SOFI and replace new notes with instruments higher interest rates. So yeah, it's a positive. It's clearly a positive. The cap call thing, brilliant. The company continues demonstrating exceptional performance across all key metrics of SOFI stock valuation, very attractive after the recent dip. Previous bullish thesis, go through this. On March 5, stock plunged by 15% in 1 day. Pardon me, let me get some delicious sparkling European water. Delicious. So for long-term investors like me, big sell-offs also like me. This guy's reading my mind. Big sell-offs like we saw yesterday. Excellent opportunity to increase stake in this future superstar. The company continues demonstrating stellar dynamics in key financial and operating metrics. And I believe SOFI is poised, pride and poise, like the Las Vegas Raiders, pride and poise. It's almost laughable saying that, how the Raiders have been playing over the last 25 years. But anyway, let's not get into that. I believe SOFI is poised to sustain its impressive business expansion trajectory, and I concur. The valuation looks even more attractive after the recent dip, which makes me reiterate my strong buy rating for SOFI. And let's check in. Oh, man. Oh, sorry. Yeah, look at the white boy. Take down the Beach Boys comment. Take down Beach Boys comment. I don't know how to take down anything. How the hell do you take this thing down, guys? I don't know what the hell's going on here. Sorry, you guys are getting this behind the scenes look. I don't know what comment. I don't know what Beach Boy's up to. Guys, sorry. I can't find all this. There's way too many fucking comments. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Options flows with the short to make their money. The buyers should take options premium. Yeah, of course. It's all, yeah. I mean, yes. Absolutely. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know who Beach Boy. I don't know what's going on, guys. I have no idea. Let's see. Click on a different comment. Oh, there's a comment. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even realize it was doing that, guys. Oh, thanks, J Money. What would I do without not a lurker? Let's see. What comment should I put on here? Who wants to be on the comment sector? Beach Boy, J Money Deep State. That's funny. Thanks. Thanks, Dota Lurker. Let's see, guys. Who does anybody want to be immortalized in these comments? Let's get the man, the myth, the legend, who I've not seen in a fortnight. David Redliner. Where's he been? Off doing David Redliner stuff. Hello and welcome and welcome and hello. A sentiment that I share. And I could not have said that better myself, David Redliner. Hello and welcome, welcome and hello. And it is un poco mas, the show where we give you turds just a little bit more. I don't even know how to get these comments off of here now. It's okay, so you go hide. Okay, yeah, you guys are gone now. Thanks for checking in, David Redler. Good to see you. So let me keep going on this stupid article. Does anybody want to hear this crap? This is a really good article, actually. I read it a little bit earlier on my phone while I was waiting for an appointment or a meeting or some such thing. I was going to have my... don't tell anybody, guys, but I was having a no-polish mani-pedi. No, I wasn't, guys. No, I wasn't. The company continues demonstrating stellar... I already read that part. Somebody, tell me when I've already read something, Not a Lurker. Text me a few more times. Not a Lurker, it's so active. Active breeds active. Action breeds action. Breeds reaction. Breeds positivity. Get out and do something like Not a Lurker. Make tons of comments. Send a lot of text. Just be active. That's what I've been missing. That energy. That something. I think I need to increase my coffee intake. That's something both Not a Lurker, my team of White House physicians, as who's the guy who thinks I'm going to be president someday? I think you're wrong. Not only was I wasn't born in the United States, guys, like the Ultimate Warrior. I was born in parts unknown. Plus, I'm not 35 yet, so I'm not even eligible. Talk to me in 7 years when I turn 35, guys. Can't be president when you're 28 years young. It's ridiculous. Do you guys know anything? Haven't you read the Constitution? Don't you keep a pocket constitution keistered at all times like Rand Paul? Hey guys, hello and welcome. Welcome and hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me. Hello and welcome. Hello, is this thing on? Knock on wood. Is anybody out there? Dayusake put. Anyway, guys, I forget what I was talking about. Let me keep going on this article. So last quarter's earnings, 4 in line, EPS gap, 2 cents. We all know that. Actual revenue, huge beat. For full fiscal, recorded 35% combined revenue growth. Top line strength enabled SoFi to expand its adjusted EBITDA margin from 9 to 21%. And we all know these numbers, but think about it. The top line strength enabled SoFi to expand its adjusted EBITDA margin from 9 to 21%. And these dishonest clowns, this clown show, this clown car, this giant-shoed, red-nosed, shit-for-brains posse of FUD-peddling analysts. Sorry, guys. We do have neighbors. But these guys really stick in my craw. They get me here. They get me right here. You know, like A1 steak sauce gets you here. Anyway, you guys probably don't remember all the commercials you've ever seen in the 1980s, but I do. It's a blessing and a curse. I have a photogenic memory. I remember everything I've ever seen, and it's a blessing and a curse, mostly a curse. Sorry, guys. I'm probably had way too much coffee today. I only had 3 cups all day, which is very little for me. Classic, man. Yeah, Not a Lurker keeps texting me. It's all coming through. Guys, this is I don't know why. My microphone is like right here, and I'm on my phone right here. I set it right next to the microphone, so I'm just stupid. But what else is new, guys? I've done so many stupid things in my life. It's a wonder I'm not incarcerated or, living in Siberia or something. But I have just the life of Riley. Just wonderful, gorgeous woman, beautiful home. 100-year-old shack, as some might call it. But in any case, guys, it's right by the beach, so let's not split hairs. Yes, it's falling apart, and the termites are structural. They're all that's holding this turd together, but somehow we make it work. Guys, let me keep going with this article, because I'm just completely one of those days, guys. And plus, I'm sweating like a whore in church. My glasses won't stay up. Oh my God, guys, it's not easy being green. I'll tell you that. I'm green the SOFI stock, which is preferable. In Q4, deposits, liability side, growth outnumbered loans. As guys, this is critical. Deposits growing faster than loans. Very, very important. Growing deposits faster than loans means SOFI increases the share of loans financed by deposit and needs to rely less on warehouse facilities, saving them about 2 points. 2 points on loans is huge. That's more than the mega banks even make, more than their spread. SoFi's spread is like 5% on the net, you fucking assholes. This means more efficient funding costs for SoFi, which is highly likely to lead to improved profitability because deposits are cheaper for the company compared to warehouse facilities. And you can read all this stuff here. If you want to click on these graphics, they pop out. It's the wonders of the internet. Click on it yourselves. It's Seeking Alpha. You can get a free trial, you cheap bastards. I'm emphasizing SoFi's sound balance sheet because it's cornerstone for any financial institution. And guys, this move with the convertible note, it shores up the balance sheet. Not only that, but it's going to make them more profitable in the immediate future. This $40 million in interest, they're going to be able to stop paying, I think, almost immediately. These shares are done. They're bought out. It's over. It's game over. It's like that rap song, like flip, 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 game over. Game over, bitches. It's like when the ghost eats you. Your third life's done. Miss Pac-Man. It's over. From this perspective, the company demonstrates massive growth momentum, delivering a 44% year-over-year member growth. This guy's all over the stats. Who is this guy? Deadliest Catch Chris. He knows the stats better than anybody. I'm still fascinated by that Roy's theatrical headshot, that black and white headshot when he leaves the stream. I want a signed copy of that headshot so bad. If any of you guys are Canadian and can smuggle that thing through customs on the back of a moose, please trot that thing down to me here in SoCal. Saddle up your moose and get on it, turds. That is, no, actually, I like to make fun of Canadian people, but they're just good-natured, simple folk. Just trying to invest in fintechs, analyze financial statements, basically make a ton of money, and run the world. I'm convinced Canadians are running everything. Just this secret cabal of Canadians behind all the financial companies all over the world. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna try to finish. I'm going to try to wrap up this stream. It's running quite a bit long. This, in turn, will provide SoFi with sexual cross-selling opportunities, drive revenue growth further, apart from potential boost revenue. Let's get to, you guys know all this. Let's get to the part where, the valuation update. SoFi stock tanked 27% year-to-date, substantially lagging the broader U.S. markets. Pictures better in the last 12 months. Perspective with a 9% stock price increase. The current market cap's around $8 million, which is far below all-time highs. Guys, it's only like 3x sales right now. Valuation of SoFi is tricky because the company is still not profitable from a GAAP net income perspective. It was last quarter, but there's not much direct public fintech rivals of comparable scale and revenue growth compare with. So SoFi is a bank. I think comparing its forward valuation with industry leaders will be fair. Apparently, players like JP Morgan, Bank of America have vibrant brands, vast customer base. These banks, I don't need to read you guys all this. You know all this. All factors together likely offset each other, but you can see these multiples. It's already very competitive. Based on 2027 estimates, which is nothing crazy, guys. That's only 3 years out. This company just turned profitable last quarter. To derive SoFi's 12-month price target multiple of 23 cents FY 2025, so I'm not going to go through all his math, but basically price target of $8.74, higher than last close. I think this is extremely conservative, but this is just pure projections. This is valuing in no sort of crazy Ivan wildcard growth from tech. What happens if we land a couple of top 10 banks? We're going to see revenues by 2027 absolutely explode on Galileo. So I just don't think a lot of these pure analysts see the potential in terms of the disruption, the growth. People are looking for growth to stall and slow down dramatically. I'm looking for growth to accelerate, at least at the top line. Membership. This NBA deal through NBA playoffs is going to be huge. All-Star Weekend. SoFi's name is all over everything. Millions upon millions of people who have never heard of SoFi that just love the NBA. And think about international expansion. China loves the NBA. Companies like Spain, Argentina, Brazil, Italy, Yugoslavia. All these. I don't think Yugoslavia exists anymore, but Serbia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, all of them. these countries love basketball. They love basketball all through Europe. American football is far more limited. It's mostly, America, Canada, and that's basically about it. But I know the NFL does a few games in London and Mexico City every year, but it's basically a domestic thing where basketball is far more international and loved worldwide. So the basketball deal is not just great exposure in the United States, and I don't think a lot of people understand. SoFi also made deals with two of the broadcast partners of the NBA. I think it's Disney and another one. But so they're going to also be doing commercials. People were talking about, they've been seeing SoFi commercials. I saw a great commercial for a student loan refi the other day. I think it was on broadcast TV, and I was like, wow. That is a compelling reason. I think SoFi is going to gain a lot of membership. So they're moving to TV commercials. Perhaps they've found this more cost-effective. These are not like during the prime time. I think I saw some on like Netflix, some on the streaming stuff. So good to see. But bottom line, you guys can read this thing if you want. But to conclude, SoFi reiterate is strong buy. Like how the business performs cost key operational and financial metrics. Management's prioritization of sustaining a healthy balance sheet with improved funding sources of convertible bonds offering, which led to a big sell-off. Looks like an excellent buying opportunities. Valuation became much more attractive after stock plunged. So guys, read the Chiaverini note. He reiterates at $3. Pareto again reiterates for no reason at 650. He's not changing anything. Don't you think if all these bad things were happening to the company that that somebody who thinks critically and actually does analysis would change their price target? Because they're not obviously changing their position on a sell. But if they're saying, okay, the senior secured notes are horrible, but I'm reiterating 650. Okay, everything's going wrong. The company's going off the rails, but I'm reiterating 4. Okay, all the things I said early in 2023 turned out to be 180 degrees wrong, but I'm going to flip all my arguments 180 degrees because everybody I'm talking to and targeting is stupid and they can't remember or even understand what I said a year ago to realize, what a dishonest, duplicitous, hypocritical douche I am. I mean, now I'm just going to reiterate 3. And I know, again, these guys are good analysts. They're a lot smarter than me. I'm just saying, I don't think they're trying to be honest. I don't think their job is to be honest. Why are these guys timing everything with the attack? Who comes out and just reiterates, this is because of the senior secured notes? No, because they're not changing anything. If you're a critical thinker, you change your thinking when you have new evidence, new data points. They don't change anything. They just come up with justifications and, different rationales to justify the opinion their boss tells them to have. That's my opinion. Because they're trading, they're short long, all of these things. I mean, look at Compass Point. Look at the 5-head. I mean, this guy worked for BTIG. The guy who came in there at his desk, Lance Jesserun, came in on a pump. He never rated a stock in his life, it looks like. He looks like a babe in the woods, a deer in the headlights. Guy's got a soul patch, for God's sake, in his headshot. Comes in, he rates a stock 16 on the pump. He's never rated in his life. And then a couple weeks later on the dump, the bologna sandwich comes in and rates out of 4. And he's never rated anything in his life. He just uses his head for a drive-in movie screen. Make extra money. It's a great side hustle. They show disaster preparedness videos on that 5-head to educate impressionable lily-white youth throughout the Midwest on the dangers of fentanyl and asbestos and wine coolers. Anyway, guys, so it is what it is, but I highly encourage you to read his note this time and compare it with his note, the hit piece he did on the SoFi stock like 9 months ago, and you'll find a lot of his positions just flipped on their head because they're like, okay, they're making too many loans. The loans are too risky. Notice that, okay, we're going to de-risk. We're going to pull back on the loans. We're going to only loan to higher quality people. Like, oh, red flag. No, it's like, hey, he did exactly what I told him. Let me change my argument 180 degrees because people are too stupid to notice that I did it. And by the way, I'm not trying to tell the truth or be right anyway. I'm trying to move the stock. So guys, it is what it is. I don't know what else I have to say. I believe when the short data comes out in like another week, we're going to be well over 20%. It's my opinion. Jumped up 2% last time. And the price action from the fall from the 9s down to the low 7s has just been absolutely insane given the fundamental news. I mean, every time they do an offering, of course, everybody's going to be afraid of dilution. Everybody's going to think that offering's at a lower price. But these are all positives, guys. 12.5% interest to 1.25% interest. Even if you get some moderate dilution well into the future, it's not going to be that 12% dilution. The cap call transaction, listen to Uncle Bruce or somebody else who knows what they're talking about explain it. This is to make less dilution. This will allow the company to make more money on basically what's a call option on their own stock. I think it's brilliant, but what do I know, guys? Let's take a look at the Un Poco Mas tile. Send in the clowns. Of course, you got the bowling ball head here making some kind of shocky sign. You've got the Chia Pet here. Looks like he's been to Burning Man or Coachella or something. You have Deputy Kathy Woods and Sheriff Tony Notes, Anthony Noto, my biological father, holding it down, trying to keep the clowns in line, trying to fight the good fight for the rest of us. But, and again, they're saying Aunt Kathy, I think, picked up, 600,000 shares of SoFi today. Does anybody know if that's accurate? Not really sure, but in any case, guys, it's the SOFI stock, ticker symbol SOFI. It's up 14 cents on the day, 2%. 131 million shares traded. We have the exact same thing we had yesterday in terms of this crazy Ivan candle. It comes in at 15 minutes till the end of the day. 40 million volume on that candle. This one, again, this is 10 minutes till the end of the day. 72 million volume in that candle, and neither one moves the price of the stock. I mean, look at that. 71 million shares traded. That opens at 7.26, high 7.27, low 7.26, close 7.26. I mean, what the AF? What the AF is going on? And you look at the volume indicator, guys, just couldn't get any flatter on the day. Algo in full control, the illegal high-frequency trading on display. In a certain way, you got to respect these shorts, their algos, the bearish algos, the market makers. They're destroying retail, but they're really good at what they do. So if you're susceptible to emotional stuff and trading in and out, you are absolutely getting curb stomped, bent over a barrel and shown the 50 states. I don't know why I like that phrase. It's just so stupid. But anyway, guys, let me do one last check of the comments. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys out of here, because I know you guys have important places to go and people to see. Hello and welcome again, David Redliner. Hot Rocks Live. Swing Turder is a great t-shirt idea. The masses on Reddit, Wall Street bets are throwing all kinds of poop all over the rooms. Yes, people are throwing feces like monkeys at the zoo, not a lurker, and it is not pretty. Got to make money somehow, Danny. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm selling blood and semen, but they won't buy anymore. Can't knock a guy for trying. Absolutely, Danny Dimes. I do not knock anybody. I'm a non-judgmental person. You can do whatever the hell you want. And as the Godfather said, I don't care how a man makes his living, mind you. Own the stock. You can't put stop losses. Yeah, exactly, Matt Flo. It's like putting people who put stop losses on a penny stock. And then they yell at me like, hey, penny stocks get cut in half, go up 100% all the time. You never know what's going to happen. You've obviously never owned any or traded any or done anything if you're going to put a stop loss. You're too stupid to, consume oxygen. Pigeons and donkeys, indeed. Sick pigeon donkeys. Yep, they are absolute turds. Bought more because shorter turds. That's absolutely what I did, Andrew. I bought 1,100 shares yesterday. I had some leaps today. I certainly didn't need any more SoFi exposure, but I felt like I had to fight back. Like I said, guys, if you think about J-Lo in that movie Enough, where she's the victim of domestic abuse, like, she takes a ragtag band of waitresses and cooks and line cooks from a small coffee shop, and together they flee the area and they fight back. So I'm trying to channel my inner J-Lo. If I make enough from my SoFi shares, I'm going to get myself a Brazilian butt lift, just to celebrate. I feel that, their dollar cost average SoFi, Andrew Troy, you're the man. Swiggity Scout bought 2150 shares AM today. Nice, Steven Zunker. He's not in a bunker. He's right out in the open. Based off this 101 compounded by a premium boatload of Tesla CCS. Alberto's all over the options. He's making money hand over fist. He's probably going on vacation to somewhere tropical next week. We're all jelly. Options flows where the shorters make their money. They borrow cheap shares, short, and take options premium. Options premium for them use the profits to buy shares. They're doing basically everything works in a circle. They're profiting at every step. And they do it, like I said, they're on this stock. It doesn't matter that it's a good company. Unless the institutional comes up to that 50%, I'd like to see 55, 60%. Did you ever play the Max Payne video game? No, I know that one. I was not a huge gamer, but I do know that one. I've at least heard of it. Let's go. Oh, yes, you do. Take it from the gamblers. Take a piece of the shortest can, holding and hoping for dummies. If not, so covers the way. Yeah, holding and hoping. I mean, it is and it isn't. It depends where you buy. I mean, buy and hold is a great strategy. Entertainment. I mean, it just depends what you buy. But the stock was in the fours. To me, this stock is fair value somewhere 13, 14 bucks right now. So yeah, I mean, selling covered calls is a great idea. But some of you guys, it doesn't make sense. The covered call, you're like, I sold my calls, I'm safe. I'm like, wait, stock went to 924. You're not exactly safe. Like, oh no, I bought it, an hour ago. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, some of you guys, this is more on stock twits where you just get these crazies like talking about these trades that just don't exist and don't make any sense and clearly don't make any sense. First Dog the Bounty Hunter, now trying to troubleshoot Cluelessly Live. Yeah, BZ, I just don't give a shit, man. Bring back the deep state comment. Bring the Beach Boy, Beach Boy, bring Not a Lurker. Yeah, I mean, I owe everybody who watches. Beach Boy, Not a Lurker, Dude Ass Face. Yeah, I mean, if I could find the comment, I'd put it back. Not a Lurker, finally. I was just thinking the same thing. Pirate No Polish. This is a classic. Oh, yeah, it's true classic. I'm breaking the internet. I have been 28 likes. What are you, 28 of you out of your mind? I retract those immediately. Do a thumbs down. Darby Deals, Danny's Irish cousin. Thankfully, I'm dying. Shit for brains that hit home. My grandmother used to call me that. Yep, that's the first thing my mom said to me when I came out. She's like, yep, shit for brains. I'm like, yep, that's not nice. And I was speaking perfect English. I was speaking the Kings at 0 days old. I'm 47, Danny. I remember those commercials. Hey, that's a good age, Benji. I'm not saying I'm 47, but it's a good age. What's up, turds? LOL, lurker anymore. It's classic. It certainly is. Not a lurker. Gatekeeping Danny's numbers. Yeah, he's holding the turd together. Swinging kids. Not a lurker. I can't read any more not a lurker comments. He's just too voluminous. There's no production value. No production value. Yeah, I mean, dude, what am I going to do, guys? I haven't even monetized this turd. I don't have a course to sell you because I don't know anything. So if I had another monitor, I'd put the comments off to the side and it would look all pretty and I have a little tile up there out of my face, like with Meet Kevin and Financial Education Jeremy, and we'd all dye our hair pink and go out for lattes, but I can't do that because I don't have a $20 million production budget. I'm not selling Sack Hack. See, we take Sack Hack and we take your money for Sack Hack, and then we invest the profits into the mini fund. And then we're going to IPO the mini fund because I look like a Smurf. I can't do that to you guys. And I don't look like a Smurf. So it wouldn't work for me anyway. I don't have stream my earbuds because I don't want Danny close to my ears as possible. I read the comments. I'm crying. Roy's off market. Midwest USA Homestead. Yeah, I know. Roy's on that show, Homestead Rescue, where we've only eaten turnips for 18 months. He's like, I think I can help. He's like, how? Like, get out of here. Move back to your apartment, you morons. Help, I've fallen off my chair. A wrench hit me. I was laying on the floor. That can happen. Call for help. Call for help. Call the dogs. Call the dogs. Lassie. Not a lurker's falling down a well. He didn't fall down a well. He just got hit in the head with his own wrench. Well, it's a self-inflicted wound, but what are we going to do? Someone said to themselves, not a lurker, dogs think someone went wrong. 7 like. Don't sub and like. Whatever you do, it's a scam. It's a fugazi. If you guys have ever seen the film The Ring, a very similar thing happens if you sub and like this channel as it does when The Ring. Guys, I've been going on over an hour. I have to get the hell out of here. I can barely talk anymore. All of them tears. Flint Creek, Parker, Ivy, good to see you guys. Maria Powell, fun lurking night. Thanks. Swidgley Scout, good to see you. Mike Hill is here. Wasn't Chiaverini a buyer close to 20? Yes, he was. He had a buy rating on the stock up near the top. I think his last buy rating was like at 14 as it fell down the cliff. And, so before the stock did anything, made a profit, when it really looked like they could go out of business, he thought the stock was a buy at 6 times his current price target. I mean, it's the definition of absolutely full of shit. But, people believe it for a day, and it can land, and it can get some people to sell the stock, and that's obviously the goal. Get your shares while they're down. Steve of the Mountains, Mountain Steve. JS thinks these analysts are working with institutions that want to... Of course they are. They're working with shorts. They're working with institutions. They're making options premium. All that circle you're talking about. It's all the thing. It's churn, accumulation, covering, but it's also using those peaks and valleys. They just take advantage. They get people to buy at the top and sell at at the bottom. That's what the whole thing relies on. That's where all the money comes from. It doesn't matter if it's options, doesn't matter if it's shares, doesn't matter if it's stop losses. Bottom line, they're getting retarders to buy on FOMO and sell on panic, and they lose that spread, and they do it over and over again. That's why the chart of this goddamn stock looks like the Swiss Alps, because it's a trading stock, because mechanics have had a hold of the stock. They've had us by the balls for 2 years. And that's because retarders are too weak to work collectively and do a SOFI Friday, where we just fry the shorts. Take all your money. Don't buy that Big Gulp. Don't buy that Starbucks. Friday, just, I'm not calling for any type of collective action, but what I'm saying is, if retail stood our ground and stopped selling the dip and smelling the rip, if we educated ourselves, if we took care of our neighbor, and we say, stop doing that. You're losing money. You're panicking for no reason. Wow, 17.5% in May. Wow, I did not realize that. That's even so. It's even better than we thought it was. Do not like and sub. Stop saying that, Not a Lurker. You're trying to sucker people in. Then you're going to buy Not a Lurker's course. Not a Lurker's selling a course for only $6,995, where he teaches you how to produce a stock show on YouTube for a chunky monkey. And how many bananas you have to give him to get him to talk for an hour and 5 minutes without taking a goddamn drink of water. Oh! Sorry. Convertible note deal. Yeah, I want to watch Tevis. I really like Tevis. Again, Tevis gives very clear, very simple explanations. He's very good. I think his camera angle is too low, but, I'm not going to get into production values because people in glass houses and all that. Benji is working with a pea-sized brain, much like myself, and it made sense to him, so that's a good sign. Maybe it will also make sense to me and my pea-sized brain. 600,000 shares from Kathy, and you do see Kathy up on my tile here in the Deputy Barney Fife role. You see the Chia Pet here with a massive spliff. You got the parrot, the bowling ball. Head here from Perito, send in the clowns. You got the whole thing, blah, 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 blah. All that bullshit. Dude, ass face, Steve in the mountains, keep making peaks and valleys. I'm laying tracks deep. Steve is balls deep in those peaks and valleys. I don't even know how to put in stop losses. Good for you. I don't use them there for suckers and idiots. They don't do you any good. If you buy a stock that's going to drop 20, 30, 40% like this, keep your eye on the fundamentals. Don't buy garbage. Don't buy garbage. Definitely don't buy what I tell you. I enjoy your channel. You make a lot of good comments, and then make fun of it while you're doing it. Good insights. Thank you, Stephen Butler. I appreciate that. Stephen Butler, let's go. Appreciate it. Do not like and subscribe, whatever Not a Lurker tells you. You don't have to. You can watch without liking and subscribing. I don't want a lot of subscribers. They put more pressure on me to monetize. YouTube's always monetize. I don't want to sell you guys bullshit, and I don't want you to have to watch a bunch of ads, and I don't want to have to decide how to spend 16 cents every month. I woke up with 800 more shares today in my account. Oops, Lisa made a big boo-boo. She bought 600 shares. Hey, Lisa, send me some shares. Hey, if you guys want to pay me, you want a tip, just send me SOFI shares. Send me like 4,000 shares. I'll take them. Transfer them to my account. I'll give you my Swift routing number. Danny, do you hate dark mode? Why no dark mode? No. What's dark mode? I thought that was just a joke. When dark mode? Yeah, I think there's dark mode. I'm gonna figure it out, Benji. I'm gonna get a double monitor so you guys don't have to look at this crap. I already got a double monitor. Probably somebody like CM Chang Engineering or Klaus Bohm could figure this out, but I can't make it work. It won't broadcast if I try to put one thing, split the screen. Maybe it'll work with StreamYard, as I was just using OBS before, but I couldn't make it work. Duckface thumbnail like Tanner does on his channel. Yes, I'm going to do a thumbnail. I'm going to do all this stuff. Guys, I just got this software literally last night because I was getting very frustrated with my black screen deal. So I've only been using this 2 days, so I will get it down. I'm definitely not technical, but I'm going to find a 12-year-old tween to show me how to use this and show me how to use my phone and all that crap. And why not to hold your phone directly next to a microphone. Been buying dips SoFi with Rebound all the week. Thanks, Michael Anthony. Thanks, Parker Ivy. Thanks, Dude Ass Face. Thanks, Lisa. I can't read all these comments, but I appreciate all of you. Thanks, BZ. Thanks, Swidley. Thanks, JS. Thanks, Mr. Rimshaker. He has 18,000 shares and another 80K in cash. Mr. Rimshaker, let's hit Vegas and party. What are you doing? You don't need more SoFi shares. Put that 80K in singles and let's hit the strip. Buying all SoFi, Dude Ass Face, Parker Ivy, Beach Boy. At what stage does the Chia Pet become self-aware? Never. The AI is going to become self-aware far before the Chia Pet. Assalamu alaikum. It ain't easy. See, I remembered your name this time. Last year I'm so dumb. I was pronouncing it taint. I taint easy? Like, dude, I don't mean to get involved in the taint, so. But it ain't easy. It's about as obvious as it gets. Funny how Chris Patel has very little conviction in SoFi about saying buy Disney a cruise. Asshole. Yeah. Mr. Rimshaker Knight's got to pay my loans off. You do it, Mr. Rimshaker. Do not sub and like whatever you do, guys. I want to say thank you for watching the show. It's Un Poco Moss. I would like to thank Princess J, who's the absolute best, for having to listen to all this crap. And I would like to thank Cutie also for putting up with it. I would also like to thank J Money Not a Lurker for producing the show for us today and moderating the chat. It is much appreciated. Thank you guys. Have a great night. We'll see if tomorrow brings us a kick in one ball or a kick in both balls or a kick in the teeth. But it's going to be one of the three. If you want to choose none of the above, that's not an option. We'll talk to you guys later. Didn't mean to flip you off. I just had a cramp in my hand. I will try to make sure notifications go out. Talk to Not a Lurker. Yeah, I'm not technical. JJ's here. Hoo-hoo. Rimshaker. Swidley Scout. Danny Dime. See you, turds. Peace. I'm out. Good night.